In the fight against COVID-19, testing offers another layer of protection in addition to vaccines. Go to vdh.virginia.gov and search by zip code to find a free COVID-19 test near you. A message from your Virginia Department of Health.
At Simple Mobile, you get the no contract advantage. Those other mobile companies make you think you're in control, but you're really not. Simple Mobile is different. You can get a powerful nationwide 5G network all without a contract. It's the reliability you need when you need it, with no mystery fees, no activation fees, and no contract ever. Simple Mobile. Out with the old, in with the simple. 5G capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. 5G network not available in all areas. 5G upload speeds not yet available.
We'll get it and send it to you or find a way to give it to you. Susan just suggested that we give it to you as a wedding gift.
Oh, okay. Well, you want me to put
Susan,
my
are you on the
Wow. That would be a blessing. Do you want me to just put my address in the chat?
No.
Well, we're gonna get you the audio copy.
Oh, the audio copy.
Yeah, we'll get you the audio book.
Okay.
Would that be easier for you, the audio?
Yeah. So what do? Go to
Just can you text it to me, because when I open the chat right these days, it freezes up my iPad. So I can't use the chat right now.
Okay, so what do I do? Hit your private note?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if we're Facebook friends or with Phil.
Me and Mr. Phillips. So what I'll do is I'll go over to Facebook now and I'm sorry, I mean to hold up the meeting.
No, you're okay.
I'll go over to Facebook as soon as our meeting is up with and add you. And then we'll go from there. Okay.
Uh-huh. Sorry, Deanna.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Good
Sorry,
morning,
Deanna.
everyone. It is okay. Congratulations. Man, look, I am all about love. So if whatever we can do to keep love in our lives, I'm not going to interrupt that. Trust me. Love is all you need. Okay, so I used to listen. I heard that song and I watched all the love movies and everything. But then I realized after so many years of just educating and learning, love is actually all you need. That's actually that is the rule of life, is to just love each other. So I'm not gonna get away with that. So, I appreciate it, because I went in and went to get my book too. And they have a workbook. So thank you, Phil and Miss Susan, for your recommendation. It's greatly appreciated.
Well, you like the Beatles' Love Is All You Need.
You know what? I'm gonna pull it up and listen to it.
Yeah.
And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
No, that actually makes sense. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for the ATS morning call. If this is your first time with us, this is actually our meeting that we have every morning before the pandemic hit. We used to do this off camera, but Antonio was like, you know what? Let me help them out. Let them see how we run our business so that they can take from, borrow, or gracefully, how did I say it? Gently acquire what we do and apply it to yourselves. So thank you very much for joining us every morning. I want to start this off by congratulating each and every one of you that have decided to join the ATS Six Figure Club. So I'm just going to celebrate you. Yes, congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. We are so proud of you. I'm super excited for each and every one of you, because as an entrepreneur, we understand how hard it is just to get whatever from. You can have the perfect business plan, but somebody will look at your credit and be like, we can't help you. Or you have great credit, but you have things on you have your house and your car and your credit, and they're looking at you like, no, we can't help you, we can't help you with that either. You know, so we are grateful for Antonio for putting his self on the line by purchasing the trade lines to assist us with the six-figure club. Thank you, Antonio. So if you have not joined us in the six-figure club, no worries. There is still time. There is still time. Let me, Grace, if you can post the link for the six-figure club, that would be awesome. And while Miss Grace Los Angeles is doing that for us, I have a question for everyone. What are you going to do with your 100K? Please. I'm super excited. I already know what I am doing. I've already spoken to my mentor, my coach, Mr. Antonio Tisa Jr. I know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Please feel free.
Whatever Antonio tells us to do.
Come on now, Miss Shaquita. Come on. Yes, ma'am. That's we were we were talking last night in the car ride home, and he was like, you know, I'm doing the same thing for you. I said, yeah, I know. He say, and you gonna do exactly what I tell you to do with it. I say, I know, because I know better. I know me. I like shiny things. I'm just gonna show you the mug right here. You see this beautiful mug right here? You see how it's all shiny and glistening? I want to thank Miss Lisa Jones for my mug. You know what? Let me hold on. Let me just go and take this background off so y'all can see my mug. See, I collect cups. You see that? All nice and shiny. Yeah, thank you, Miss Lisa, for my mug. I like shiny things. So I already know what I would do with mine. And I am an office supply junkie. So I already know what I would do if I did not go to Mr. Antonio Tisa Jr. and say, hey, Antonio, what should I do with this? Because if I don't do that, y'all will see me walking around here with all kinds of stuff. I'm like, oh, D, where'd you get that? Oh, I got this from Office Depot. Oh, I got this from Amazon. So what are you? Oh, Grace, Miss Lisa said yours is coming. So what are you going to do with your 100K? Are you going to get that apartment complex? Are you going to invest in your business? Oh, I saw you over there, Miss Jeanette. I saw you. Go ahead, unmute.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Investing is definitely part of it, but I'm with her. Like whatever Antonio say, that's what I'm ready to do. I'm in all the way. So I'm excited. I really am.
I'm excited too. So are we all on one accord when we say whatever Antonio tells us to do, that's what we do it? I'm not even mad at all of y'all. You want to know the wonderful thing about that is Antonio is actually going to create the six-figure club group, and he's actually going to teach us what to do with our 100K. So I'm super excited. So what? Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it. So once the group is up, you will each be getting invites. Those of you who have joined the six-figure club, you will be receiving an invite, and he is going to go through with us and teach us and break down to us what to do with the 100K. See, one of the things that Antonio taught me, he used to say it to me all the time. This year is when things have, every seed that he has planted over the last 4 years, this year is when it's all just, it's taking root and it's being nurtured and it's sprouting out. One of the things he used to say all the time is either you have to grow out to your money or your money will dwindle down coming back to you. And one day I just sat back, excuse my language, y'all. I was like, I'm tired of my damn money dwindling down when it comes to me. So So I started listening to him and paying attention to what he's doing, watching him more closely. Like I've been watching him more closely, and I'm like, that's what he does. Okay. I've never seen anyone invest in their own education like Antonio does. Like Antonio invests in his education, and he doesn't do what we do. I'm gonna speak for myself. He doesn't do what I do. He doesn't buy a book and only read like a couple of chapters and then find another book that catches his attention and then read a couple of chapters. No. When I tell you he's obsessive with his education, his own you think he's obsessive about your education. Imagine how he is about his own. I've seen him buy a book, and the book is like 72 hours long. And in about 24 to 36 hours, he's like, okay, I finished the book. And I'm sitting here like, what you mean you finished the book? That book was like 72 hours long, because he's obsessive about his education. I am grateful to have him as a coach, as a mentor, because when I get my 100K, I'm going to sit right at his feet. And I'm going to listen to everything he tells me. Because when I tell y'all I'm ready to buy my apartment complexes with an S. Hey, dog. Apartment complexes. I said it with a few S's on it because I want more than one. And he and I were talking about that last night. I was like, I know for a fact that I can run a 72-unit apartment complex because I've done it. I need y'all to understand something. I'm not saying I'm going to purchase it and sit in the office. I'm saying when it comes to the financials, the budgeting, the understanding of the money for a 72-unit apartment complex, I got that in check. So until I grow out to the 3, 4, 1,000-unit apartment complexes, I'm going to start with that 72-unit apartment complex. And I'm going to grow out to my my 1,000-unit apartment complex, because what I want is for 1,000 people paying for my stuff. I don't ever want to come out of pocket for anything. So
come on now,
come on, I'm talking about, Miss Shalita. I don't want to pay for anything. With that being said, I already know where my first 100K. Well, yeah, I already know where my first 100K is going. Give me an apartment complex, because I want to build that portfolio. And then from there, the income that OPM, Miss Corrine, OPM, other people money. That's what I'm talking about. That is the language of the entrepreneur. So Antonio had me read this book about Netflix and how it got started. There's a whole chapter on OPM. I recommend y'all read that book because it'll help you with some understanding. The name of it, I just call it the Netflix book, but it does have a name, Dr. Trash. Sorry, not that one. The one about the growth of Netflix. This won't work. It's called This Will Never, I think This Will Never Work. Let me double check. This. Okay, yeah, it's This Will Never Work. Thank you. Y'all please forgive me. I just call it the Netflix book because it's a white book with a red strip across it. Like Netflix, it has the red cases. Yeah. So since everyone is on one accord, that we just go wait for Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. to tell us what to do with our 100K. When the group you will be receiving invites to the group, and Antonio is going to start educating us. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to the man, the myth, the innovator, the legend himself, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Thank you. Love your energy. Now, let's talk about a few things. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk about it. Well, for one, we'll be seeing Sugar tomorrow, right? Let's do that. Let me give her yes. Let me give her her roses.
Yeah, well done.
Wow. Yeah.
Y'all
While she yet
are
lives.
in for a treat.
All right, now.
All right.
Went to my favorite seafood.
You muted yourself, Dr. Trash.
Anyway, y'all are in for a treat. I went to my favorite seafood store, and they had to have been preparing for an event. So they're cutting up and doing all the stuff with the fish and everything. Well, I make my own broth, and I got like a bag this big full of the seafood because I make my broth with the bones and all of that, which usually I purchase. Well, yesterday I was blessed far beyond. I mean, I had to have them help me carry it out. So the pot I was going to make this size is now a pot off of the screen, like this size. So, those of you that are coming, will you please bring your own take-home containers? That's my only request.
What? Missy, me
We got you, Dr. Trash.
Mine's already packed.
Well, I guess if you in the Houston area and you want to enjoy some, Grace said, we not sharing. Never mind. I guess if you're in the Houston area and you act like me and you don't mind crashing and asking for forgiveness, because that's what I do. I do that. I just do, and then I ask for forgiveness after it's done. You understand? Kid said already. All right, then. So we'll see you tomorrow, kid. I just do, and then be like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show up. Y'all all right, though? Okay, all right. And I push my way through. Yes, go ahead, Phil.
That classic saying, it's easier to ask forgiveness than ask permission.
That is it, sir. That is it. That is it. I am not trying to get passed up by somebody who just showed up. Let that be a lesson to somebody. Good. So we'll see you tomorrow, Dr. Sugar. That means that she is working very hard today, then, right? You can't, meals don't just show up. Well, for one guy, they did. One guy lifted his hand off screen, said, Father, thank you for what you have done, and pulled back down, and some baskets came out. But other than that guy, all right?
That's the same guy that I follow. I follow that same guy.
Okay. Jeanette said, I'm coming to Houston. Other than that guy, all right, she has to actually prepare the meals and the pots and shake the pans and stuff. So we're good for that. And then we'll have our Kathy Wright cake soon. Yes, we will. And I'm looking forward to that. Corinne says she'll be making a trip of the road. I'm happy about that. Deanna, let's see this. Well, who knows how to start a Facebook group? Let's start there. Right.
I do.
Outstanding. Always a Jaquita in the room. So let's see. Let's get around here to starting the Facebook group. What we're going to do is get a very, very accurate list of you all. And hold on real quick. We'll get a very accurate list of y'all. And what I'm going to do is start a new group like such. And then I've got a podcast being made in the background. Forgive the slowness of my computer. ATS 6 Figure Club. You understand? If I'm going to do that, let me just type it out there and make it right. This group is going to be private, and then I'll make it visible. We'll do that later. Now, some of you are going to have access to this group. And what I'll do is I will put Sandals. Come on, Caputa. All right. Come. There we go. Sandals. Sandiana. Come on. Work it. There you go. and then Monica. And I'm going to just stop right here because it's taking too long for my patience. And then let's do this Tempest. Notice a couple of things. These women here run this company. If you want to have a successful company, have women run it. Okay. Right. They don't know when that's time.
Yes, yes,
right.
yes.
Look what Phil did. Susan, all right. There's some wisdom going around here. Now, I'm going to start that Facebook group because that's now 4 official Facebook groups. And 4 official seems like a lot, but it's not. It's not. The reason why, and then Red Pills is coming. So the Red Pills is a group that's, we got a lot to talk about here. The Red Pills is going to be that group. Okay, that group Phil's already in it. The rest of you have to apply. Okay, but the rest, right? That group, it's my version of the $100,000 ticket that you have to get into. Y'all got me so far? Mm-hmm. All right. Very exclusive. These people are going to be elite people, or like Sugar, work their way to elite because she ain't got no more shots. All right. You understand? And she's going to be in that group. All right, there you go. And I'm going to take these people, and we're not just going to buy real estate. We're going to do plenty of things. Everybody understand what I'm saying? So when I said yesterday that the Six-Figure Club is the precursor to that group, that's what I meant. So what you're going to have is a Six-Figure Club, and I'm going to bring back the mastermind. The ATS mastermind costs $40,000. I'm just telling you that right now. Just telling you that right now. It does. Red Pills is bigger than that. Just so you know, okay? Just so you know. And with that being said, I'm going to use these 3 groups for all of us to go do some great things. Jerry ought to own a fleet of self-driving 18-wheelers.
All right, come on now.
You get what I'm saying? Just and never even been inside one. Just own them. You just own it and stuff like that. So get ready for all of that, because while the core of the ATS Business University will be freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and that stuff, please know that there's a whole lot more. That's entry-level stuff, okay? There's a whole lot more. Get ready for major upgrades in May. So, you know how Apple would tell you they're going to be upgrades? You know, heard them before? Apple says there's upgrades, and then, and then every now and then they do a major overhaul. Well, that is happening to ATS. The reason I want to bring that up is because, hold on, why did you text me COVID? What's COVID? I said I was going out somewhere. Oh, Deanna said, y'all can't come here. That's what it is. I get it now. I get it now. She said, y'all can't come here and get the food because COVID. That's what
calling her out.
No, that's real talk. No, that's she said call. Yeah, you said that to me privately. Well, y'all need to tell me it's private. Do what who did that to me? Somebody said, do not read this out loud. Somebody said that. That's what it was. Y'all need to know, because those messages don't be private. If I don't see red, it ain't private. I don't see red. She said another application. COVID, yes, we not playing with COVID. We don't play with COVID. I took a few of y'all out to go get steaks because I knew that restaurant was on lock and key. Saltgrass ain't playing because it's on the seawall and they're not trying to go out of business. Okay. That's why when you saw me doing videos, I didn't hear no crowd of us talking. They literally at 25% and blah, blah, blah. And everybody got on a mask except for the people putting food in their face. Right now, there's a 70% stronger version, that's not the word, but version of coronavirus attacking the UK and some other areas as well. And the two vaccine companies are actually testing, or they're going to start today testing the virus, testing the vaccine against the virus. There you go. I understand. I get it. I know that I am a sheeple by telling you I'm staying inside for Corona. I get it. But I'd rather err on safe side and make money than err on the wrong side or the right side and don't make money. I don't need to be outside to make money. God bless America. I don't need to be outside to make money. Yeah. Now, is that fair?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And they,
absolutely.
I'm talking with my friend who lives in the UK, and the strain, what they're saying is it's probably already here. And it you get it, it's, I don't know how many times, 7 times or 17 times more contagious than the other. At this point, they're thinking because of the way the vaccine is, it's going to be okay with the vaccine, that strain. It's just that it's even easier to catch that. So staying away is even more important right now.
Right. You're absolutely correct. And I'm actually going to use that to jump into business. If we would just, and this, I'm going to say 2 things now because I anticipated opposing viewpoints coming back at me. Everything doesn't have to be politicized. I'm not sure when that happened, but it definitely happened under all our noses. It definitely happened. Everything is politicized. Yeah, I realize that now. If I tell you I'm vegan, I also tell you I'm a liberal, which doesn't make any sense. Right? Because that's not true. It's just not true. Right? But if I'm vegan, I'm a liberal. If I like steak, I'm a conservative. we gotta stop this stuff. Okay, we gotta stop this stuff. So don't politicize my next statement. It's all to the good. Okay, it's all to the good. My next statement follows. If we would just, as a collective, stay inside for 6 weeks, we would change the world. Now, I don't care about the vaccine or the virus. I want to put that in business talk. If y'all, as a collective, would just be about your money for 6 weeks, you would change your world. Remember I said I was going to set that up for business? Did you see what I did there? That was pretty cool. I made it up at the top of my head, right? It's pretty cool. If you would just, let me give you an example. First off, if you're not in the ATS 6-figure club, I'm not taking it away. You'll be just fine. I don't want to create fear of missing out for you. I'm not going to, there's no marketing games because I'm not profiting off of this. This isn't for profit. This is me. So, Antonio, it's got to benefit you somehow. It does. I want a few Chiquitas next to me with $100,000. Some of this stuff makes sense.
Yes.
All these millions don't stick. Yes. You shall look. Somebody said, look, now that we're going to get all these millions, don't stick us with a bunch of taxes. I will most certainly help you with most certainly have experts help you with your taxes. There you go. I will most certainly do that. I heard it to be, that's tough. I did not know that. I did not hear that at all. Did not hear that at all. I would tell you all, the reason why I did this 6-figure club is twofold. I wanted to make sure that I just keep dropping new stuff so you can keep saying, man, I can't go nowhere else but ATS. Please know that was on purpose. Let me just keep it real with you. I keep showing you that we better than them on purpose. Let's not even play humble here. You understand? Why do men take baths and get haircuts? To get women. There's no other reason. Don't let them lie to you. There's no other reason. Okay? Women run the world. Men, if women wouldn't hear, the world would stink. Let me just tell you. If men would just have the whole world stinking, we would. Don't lie. Don't lie. We ain't start taking baths. You know, I was 12 years old, smelling like onions until a girl started liking me. Y'all understand how it works. Go ahead, Phil.
Speaking of women, last night, Joy on MSNBC interviewed Kamala Harris, and she is awesome. Pay attention to her. She may be our next president. She is absolutely incredible. You just pay attention to her. She's off the charts. She gets it.
Yeah. She has done a fantastic job for women. As a matter of fact, let me say to you women, not talking to men, to you women, Phil is absolutely right. We're not talking, remember I said don't politicize everything. That's a big deal for a woman to be so impressive that it's normal. I said something. Tierney. I said something. Let's normalize the genius of women.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. I didn't say so impressive that a man would say something. No, that's trash. I said a woman is so impressive it's normal. All right. Anywho, I'm just every now and then my women's rights in me come out, and it's big. I'm huge on women's rights, but don't worry about me. Sorry. All right. The second reason why I did the ATS Six Figure Club is because I do not expect. Oh, I love it, Jerry. I love it. He's festive. Yes. He did that yesterday too. Yeah, it looks good. He did. Yeah. Keep doing it all the way to the first, and then put a
Merry Christmas.
That's it. First off, don't tell me Merry Christmas. No, I'm just joking. I'm just saying, there's so many people so politicized. Like, let us make it. This is from Blue Blank. Taxes. I am in need. Oh, okay. I need to talk with her. I need more details. I need to go set up, call her and then just put me on the phone. Okay. No, not right now. Yeah, it had to be after 11 because we got to do this and then 9 and 11. Yeah. But I need more details because if that is about taxes, right? Yeah. All right. She may need to depend on how much she made, and I look at her page and she makes some money. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I need some conversation. I need to get real Republican with her. You understand? All right, I need to make sure she uses tax strategies around here. Yes. Now, the second reason is because I want you all to have a lot of money on hand. This is important. Listen to me. I do not, under no circumstances, expect this to be over in 2021. I don't. I already told you. Yeah, feels with me. So I've done a few things. Remember in February I told you I prepared for 18 months? I said that, but I pulled up that it was the president of the Federal Reserve who said that. Yeah, it wasn't me being awesome. I said, President of the Federal Reserve said, prepare for 18 months of recovery. I told y'all, and I said it just the way I said it. Now, I'm going to tell you the way I said it. If Mr. White Man, who owns the money, said 18 months, as a black person, I understand that's 24, 36 months. That's exactly what I said to y'all. If you say AT, then let's say that works. That ain't got nothing to do with my community. It's gonna be rougher. So if you're in the middle class, you need to be thinking 24 to 36 months from now. Does everybody follow me so far? It's not a race issue. I'm just saying that there is two different Americas. So while you may recover, don't mean I will. You just gotta keep it real, y'all. Come on now. I don't want to lose my audience. Let's keep it real. You would be white. If you're 60, you can't recover like you're 20. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So some of y'all, okay, it's not everything. Most of the problems with world, and Dawood is right, it's called classism. I don't know what the next world war is going to be. I can tell you the next war will be a civil war between the top 1% and everybody else. That'll be the next war. I don't know the next world war, but I know y'all gonna get sick of the haves and the have-nots. I don't get sick of that. I'm with you. I believe it's happening right now too. I'm with you. Anyway, the mere fact that they argue, I'm just talking about America right now. The mere fact they argue, this is bipartisan. How dare y'all get a $1,200 check and a $600 check, and they argue over that. First off, 900 billion, right? Divided by 270 million is something like 3,000. I don't know the real number, but I bet you I'm somewhere right. Okay, Grace says she's gonna check for me. It's something. I would say it's like $2,700. I would say it's $2,735 is what I would say. I would say, just because this is the kind of math I do well in my head. 900 billion divided by 270 million should be something like 2,735 or something like that. Show it on you. God dog it. Look at this here. So look at that. Take it back right off.
Okay. Come on. Talk. Okay. $3,333.33. That's what it should be.
Nah. I'll give you something different. Watch this here. Let me tell you how much I'm supposed to be born in this time right now and do what I'm doing. Grace, pull that calculator back out. This time I want you to take 900 billion and divide it by 600. Just 600. Actually, I don't know. You ain't got to do that. I got you a better way. I got you a better way. Clear your calculator. Do 270 million. And I'm being nice by saying 270. Anyway, I'll come back to that. 270 million times 600. Let's do that. What's that number, Grace?
162 billion.
Can you take 900 minus 162? We know it's going to be billion. 900 minus 162. So it's 738 billion left. Don't you ever think you voted for the right person.
Wow.
Did I make some sense here?
Yes.
I do this all the time in my head in nanoseconds. That's 730. And listen, I'm being nice by saying 270 million, because while there's 270 million people in America, it's like something like 323, 270 million ain't working. It's half of them kids. Go ahead, Phil.
I forwarded you familiar with Candace Owens?
Yeah, buddy.
I just forwarded you how democratic laws have negatively impacted the minority community.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check that out when you want to.
I actually looked at it when you sent it to me yesterday on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. She's the leader of, what you call it? Dexit.
Right.
Blexit, black exit of middle class. Yes. And the problem with that video is most of what she's saying is facts. Okay, most of what she's saying is facts. The other problem is when you put the other people in charge, it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Crazy. So Phil is absolutely right. Now, but let's process. What was that number again? Show your calculator. Just so we can see it. We know it's billion. It was 738. All right, y'all. It's 323 million Americans in America, something like that. We know we got the largest prison population on the planet. So we know they're not getting stimulus checks. Is this fair? We know that. And we know it's not all men in America because y'all got too many youth choirs. So it's not all men and women. Y'all got way too many youth choirs and youth drill teams for it just to be adults in America. So realistically, we could take 323 and a half and it'd be something like 175. I'm nice by saying 270 million. What I'm trying to tell all of you is the middle class. It doesn't matter who is in office. The middle class is the labor force. And don't ever think that your government is treating the labor force correctly. All right. Someone said they're getting their stimulus. Yes, back to that classism. It's classism. It's most certainly classism. But where the hell is the other 738 billion going to? We know. Okay, listen, y'all. Listen. Let's process this information. This isn't a bill that the government needs. This wasn't a budget. Does everybody follow what I'm saying? This wasn't a budget. So there should be no defense spending in there.
I don't think we even have a budget anymore, do we, in reality?
Yeah, not in reality. It just keeps going up and up and up. So every day they say the debt ceiling and it keeps increasing, that's what Jerry's talking about. It just keeps going up and up and up. That's for sure. That's because we're on a fiat system. We got rid of the gold standard. That's going to keep happening. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, we got a printing budget. We got to print this stuff. And we got a electronic transfer. Money isn't even in printed anymore. It's all electronic.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I hope they don't cost $738 billion. Okay. We know it's going to corporations. Let's be fair here. Now, come on, we got to be fair. I know, I saw it too. Let's be fair here. We know it's going to corporations. We know that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but don't call it a stimulus package to help me. Like, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Tell me we're going to help the corporations, and as a consequence of that, so y'all don't feel left out, I'm going to give you a check too. But don't pretend that you are writing a check because we struggling. Is everybody following what I'm saying? I'm trying to show you something. Like, I'm not talking politics. I'm trying to talk to you money. They don't care about you. So what you have to do is care about you enough to stockpile $100,000. That's your stimulus check. I should have got a clap right there. Goddamn.
I was working on it.
I know it. Okay.
We on mute. We gotta hit buttons. Come on.
You sure right. Your stimulus check should be $100,000 to you. That's why I did that. That's why because moving into the next year, it's going to get worse. It has to get worse. You know why it has to get worse? There's one common sense reason why it has to get worse, and that common sense reason has a side effect to it. I'll give it to you. People are 9 months behind rent, and they can't evict nobody right now. You're getting ready to go in a historic rent bubble we've never seen on planet Earth. They're going to write books about next year. People are going to remember. It's going to be like, and I say this with great respect, September 11th. Everybody remembers where you were September 11th. All of you are going to remember where you were in 2021 when all these people get evicted. And please know, it's not going to be people that look like me that get evicted. Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be people who look like Jerry that's going to get evicted. And then they're going to evict people who look like me. But when you do that, the people who own the real estate can't pay their bills because they're not financially savvy either. Then you're going to have another housing crisis like 2008. And then you're going to have a welfare line so long, it's going to be trying to get your ID checked at the DMV in Philadelphia. And what's going to happen as of that, as a consequence, all this is going to hit. And you're not even going to be able to get food stamps that you paid taxes for.
Wait a minute, Reverend.
Go ahead, Phil.
They're going to evict people like Jerry that have guns.
Yeah. Oh, what a good point.
Yeah,
really
that's not going to be pretty. That is not going to be pretty.
No, not at all. Yes, I got you, Jerry. I got you, Becky. We gonna handle that too. You get it? So this is why I'm not gonna feel made a good point. I can't get past it.
Well, let me make another point before we leave.
Yeah.
Last night, I challenged the people on the Bureau of Dominant Speakers to do this between now and Christmas. And this is a proactive thing we can do that can add value to the marketplace. That, number one, get people getting on the phone and making calls. Number two, whoever you talk to, you're going to provide them with value. And number three, you're going to expose them in a positive way to what we're doing here at the university. So it's a very simple exercise. I want you to take your phone. I want you to call everybody in your phone and just say, Merry Christmas. I was just touching base with you, seeing how you're doing. And by the way, I'm going to a business university and they gave us this assessment that really helped me. I just like to give it to you. And then once I give it to you, I want you to take the assessment and then call me back and email me the PDF and call me back and let's just you and I talk about it. That's one thing proactive that everybody can do that will provide value to the marketplace, provide value to the people that we're talking to and get us over the fear of getting on the phone. So I asked him next week, I want you to tell me how many times did you dial the phone? Because you need to keep track of it. So you dialed the phone. Number two, how many people did you talk to? We used to say you used to have to dial the phone 3 times to talk to somebody. Now it's 5 to 8. So if you want to talk to 10 people, you got to better have 50 numbers in front of you. Number 3, how many people said, go ahead and send me the assessment? And then number 4, how many people did you actually get on the phone with the assessment and go over yours and theirs together? And let's keep track of that and see what kind of impact we're making in the marketplace. And that's the one proactive thing we can do that everybody benefits from that.
That's big facts. And it's like 15 lessons in there that we can bring out, but I can't because we don't have enough time. I'll summarize it with one thing I say all the time: conversations create clients. So Phil just putting in conversations. It's also a lead magnet he gave to you. And of course, when they call you back, what do you have? Their phone number. Some of this stuff kind of works out. Some of this stuff works out very
more
well.
than that,
Ahead,
you
Phil.
have their more than that, you have their profile.
That's right. That's right. And now you speak to them only in their language, won't you?
Right.
And email, Corinne just said in there. So
that's what
fantastic.
Email. You're going to give them your email and then they're going to email you back. So then you'll be able to start creating a database.
And my favorite, you're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right, Susan. She said you're going to start creating a database. which was not brought up. So Susan is 1,000,000,000% right. Now you start creating a database, and Susan, what's so powerful about having a database?
Because you can send out email with one click to everybody, and then you can start sending out, your information and sales funnels and everything else.
Boom. Coming from a brilliant woman. All right. Now you got a business system, is what she just said, if I had to sum it up, which I'm doing it because we run out of time. But what I like the most here is that sneaky thing that Phil and Susan understand. The moment they call you, the moment they take the test, they keep doing stuff you told them to do.
It's an assessment. It's not a test. People don't like to take tests.
You're right. When they take the assessment, they call you, they shoot the email. That's 3 times they followed your orders. And now they're going to listen to you for 30 minutes, yet you become their authority. It's a lot easier for someone to give money to their authority. Anyway, it's a lot easier to have someone give money to their authority. You don't give money to somebody that you don't look up to. But, hey, I know you're going to totally give me bad customer service, and I have no respect for you, but here's $2,500. No, that's not the way it works. Law says sure won't. Yeah, that's not the way it works at all. You give your money upwardly. You don't give it downwardly. Everybody understand? Mm-hmm. All right, outstanding. That's that. So you need to be in a place, a physical headspace, to where it's time for you to have $100,000. And most of you, and I'm saying this respectfully, your life dream was to get to 6 figures. You get with the right mentor, it's like a 4-week dream. Somebody's head should have been blown off by that detail. Some of you have 750 credit scores. It's gonna be like 4 weeks. You're gonna be good. When you do that, I want you to do. Every time that happens, I want y'all to come back and I'm gonna record you crying. I want tears and snot and all that stuff. I want you crying because it's your time. Now we're gonna do this group that we're gonna invite you to. You got to listen to names. Actually, we need let's make it easier so I don't have to go pull up the records. If you have that's right. I'll pull up the records. Don't worry about it. I'll pull up the records. That's easier. That's more efficient. I'll pull up the records. I'll call that side of the company and pull up the records. When you get your stuff, I don't want you to pay bills. I cannot stress this to you enough. You've already been paying. Yeah. You already been paying bills. This is not bill money. And that's going to be the temptation. Somebody is going to have the brilliant idea, and it is brilliant. The idea to pay off your car note early is brilliant for middle-class people. It feels like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's brilliant if you want to stay in the middle class. Right? No, because when you pay that $15,000 to get that $400 car note off of you, you're like, yes, I'm debt-free. For one, debt-free is a very bad thing. It's a very bad thing. You want to be debt-free. You want to have good debt that other people pay for. That's what you want to have. You don't want to be debt-free because you can't leverage anything. You want to have good debt that other people pay for. Secondly, when you pay off that $15,000, you just killed 15,000 of your 100,000 soldiers. You just killed them. You just decreased your military by 15,000. Go ahead, Jerry.
Well, and that's the thing with something like this. If you don't have a plan, you really need to guard that and to plan it very carefully. There's a thing that if you've ever been through any kind of a big settlement or something that they call a windfall. And most attorneys consider this to be a real problem for their clients because the average middle class person that gets a huge windfall of money will be broke within 6 months to a year. And it doesn't matter how much money. I've seen people go through millions of dollars within a year because they have
Lottery
no
winners.
concept.
Lottery winners do it all the time.
Lottery winners.
I actually spoke in Ohio to a secret group of lottery winners that they put together so that once you won the lottery, you got contacted by this secret group to help you handle your winnings in the right way. Because so many lottery winners, they win all that money in 6 months to a year and a half, they're broke again because they don't get it. So there is actually a secret group in Ohio of winning lottery winners that would automatically help the new people when they came in. They let them into their secret group and say, here's a good way to handle your money. And another thing, we're so giving. This is such a group of giving people. Don't let anybody know you got that, because they'll be knocking at your door and they'll have the biggest sad stories in the world. And we're all soft-hearted people, and it'd be hard for us not to give it to them. So just keep it under the low, keep it under the, I don't know what the word is, the lowdown.
I know that's right, Phil. I said when I win the lottery, I got to play first. But when I win, when I claim my winnings, I'm going to show up with a whole costume on, a mask and everything.
I know that's right.
And that's the biggest value to this. The biggest value, in my opinion, is not even 100,000 or the million or whatever. The biggest value is the support with this group to be able to do the right thing and to use that correctly. That'll take you to the next step. And that's more valuable than the money itself.
Big facts.
Well said,
Spoken.
Jerry.
Yes.
Well said.
Yes. We've all, before we were who we are, have blown.
Brought to you by the humor consultants.
We all made sure that we have blown some money. All of us have done it. All of us have done it. Somebody died, gave us $30,000, and then we bought a Cadillac and some new shoes and some Jordans. No, I want all of you to think of this two ways. This is out of 100 families, 100,000 families that are going to get pregnant and have more babies, or 100,000 soldiers. And those soldiers need to go recruit more soldiers. 100,000 should realistically, in a year, become 125,000. That's not too bad to say. Okay, that's not too bad to say. It could do more, but we want to look at realistic returns. Always remember that. We want to look at realistic returns. Remember that, because if it is too good to be true, then it's probably too good to be true. And it's one of the fundamental lessons in George S. Clason's Richest Man in Babylon. It's a fundamental lesson. Don't make your money go to unreasonable returns. Okay? That's a 25% return on investment. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Go ahead, Phil.
The return of your investment is more important than your return on your investment.
Big facts. Not lying. So I will make sure some of you want to get added to the group right now. Come on, Prophet Jared.
Just a quick question. Next year I want to be able to be able to pay myself and still not go back into it. Is there a way that because we're far away, is there a way that there's a payment plan or something that someone can teach you finances to where because I'm not where nobody's at yet, but I want to do better than just living from pillow to post. And you're right, you get money, get in accidents, break all up, and then your money's gone. You know what I'm saying? So is there a way that I could talk to Monica or somebody that I can do like a payment plan or something to do like a finances that I can be able to say, hey, I saved $200 today, just for example.
Yes, I've got 2 minutes. So let me give you, do I have permission to give you what you need to do without asking you or without politicizing it? Can I just tell you what it is? You say she can say yes? Okay, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. Get married for $35 or $75. That's it. That's it. I know it's a big deal. I know. Pay $75 to get married. Should be all right. Okay. Pay $75 to get married. Because you're gonna pay $2,500 to get married. That could have been $100,000. You know what I'm saying? So pay $75 to get married, and then put that money to go get her $100,000. That's the first thing you do.
You do 75, you'll be dead by that time. You won't have to worry about no more money.
You know, listen. Get married, blue jeans and white t-shirt. Get married, blue jeans and white t-shirt. Get that done so you can flip your money. The second thing you need to do is you don't have to worry about next year. Just start right now, saving what you have, and then don't be afraid to ask for sponsorships or create a product and sell it. And Monica walking through all of that. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on the next call right now. We appreciate you.
This is Michael J. Fox. With your support, we can end Parkinson's once and for all. Get involved at michaeljfox.org. The Michael J. Fox Foundation. Here until Parkinson's isn't.
A message from Virginia Department of Health. Not feeling well? Your symptoms may not be allergies or a cold. They may be an early sign of COVID-19. Go to vdh.virginia.gov and search by your zip code and find a COVID-19 testing site near you.